Hey, what's up, Aquarius? It's your girl B Wade. Welcome back to my channel, Magnetic Healing Tarot. I do have a soul diving reading for you guys today. It's really to pretty much pinpoint what our inner blockages are, to figure out why we're feeling stagnant, maybe in a certain situation or just in general, to help bring in some clarity on some things here. Yeah. All right. By the way, I am doing a giveaway to say thank you to everybody for being so supportive and helping my channel to grow. I'll be picking two winners. What you have to do is comment in the comment section saying why you want to win, and make sure that you're following my channel. For a double chance at winning, you can follow me over on Instagram. That info is in the description box, dearbrittany_ILY. I will be posting the giveaway next week on Instagram. I'll be picking two winners from Instagram and two from YouTube. Both will receive a free 25-minute reading from me. And one will receive 3 hand-picked crystals that I pick personally for you based on what I think that you need. Yeah, so let's get into your reading. So we have Janae Aiko and Big Sean coming out. So you can be feeling blocked when it comes down to a relationship. You can feel like a relationship has been keeping you stagnant. But I see that there's a need to speak up, or maybe you have been being extremely expressive. I feel like you're trying to find a way to speak something in the most peaceful manner here, in a way that, you know, won't cause the most drama possibly, or in a way that won't make you feel like you're losing yourself. You could have felt like, if this is a relationship, you could have felt like it brought a lot of angst and stress and anxiety toward you. I'm hearing bad karma or bad juju for some of you guys. This could be a relationship where you experience a lot of bad karma possibly, or you experience things that were trying to threaten the protection of the relationship or of you, but you're fine. Spirit is saying you're good, okay? Hella expressive. So we have, it is healthy to honor and express your emotions through any medium you choose, art, writing, etc. Understanding and respecting your moods and emotions leads you to greater levels of emotional maturity and self-discovery. I am hearing that a lot of you guys could be intertwined in music. Some of you guys may sing, you may write, you may be in the music industry, since we do have two music industry folks popping up back to back. You and the person that you may be interested in may also be tied to the music industry. That could be where you're feeling blocked at. Yeah, but you're protected nonetheless. All right, so Spirit, show me what we have here for our Aquarius. Wow, okay, so show me what else do we have here for Aquarius. Okay, what do we have here for our Aquarius for the month of May, or just in regards to them feeling blocked and stagnant? Yeah, you may need to speak up about something here, Aquarius. What is this? Wow, you guys are afraid of being vulnerable. I thought you guys want to explore something new here, but you are so afraid of intimacy. Wow. Okay. I feel like you guys have been trusting a lot of deceptive people. People are getting this trusting tricksters. I'm hearing naivete. There's some naivete to you guys. All right. You may not always see things for what they are. Yeah. You don't always see things for what they are. And so to start, we have radical curiosity. The question is, what is in the way of me seeing the situation clearly? All right. For some of you guys, you could be too curious. Some of you guys, you could be not curious enough. All right. So Depending on your depth of research on whatever it is that has you confused, whether it is working on something artistically here or whether it is a relationship or a project or a business venture, the depth of the research that you've done is what's causing you to feel how you're feeling. All right. Well, no, I'm sorry. It's what's in the way of you seeing clearly right now. So what I mean by that is, so let's say you guys are trying to find the best bathing suit for an upcoming vacation, right? And so you're searching everywhere online. You're on Pretty Little Things. You're on ASOS. You're on Forever 21. You're on wherever else. You're on, you name it, you're on it, right? And you have like 100 bathing suits in every single checkout cart on each website that you have up, right? Because you want to pick the best one. You're going through, you're looking at the sizes, you're reading the reviews to see if the clothes fit exactly as it says on the website. You're looking at the material it's made out of, you're looking at the prices, you're comparing and contrasting all of that, right? Now you're giving yourself so much that it's probably overwhelming. You can be taking in so much information that it's overwhelming you and it's keeping you from actually seeing clearly here, which is that you want a cute bathing suit, probably something that's in your price range. But when you start throwing in all these other entities and all these other options, it could really, really, really start confusing you, right? Now, what I'm getting for a lot of you guys here is that for some of you guys, you're not asking enough questions, right? There's something that you may want, right? And you may be afraid to ask questions, all right? For some of you guys, it's in regards to being romantic with a person, all right? Or it's in regards to asking somebody for some sort of opportunity here. And it requires you to be vulnerable. And maybe the questions that you need to ask will open up and reveal your interests in a way that makes you look vulnerable. And maybe you don't want to ask these questions, right? But Spirit is urging you to do so. What's the word? Spirit is urging you to do so unapologetically. There we go. All right. There's this card is like the Page of Swords, all right? And so this is a little girl and she looks like she's ready for combat, all right? This is what you need to be like. Little kids, when I studied theater, right, you learn to act as if you're a player, which is like a little kid, because little kids do things unapologetically, right? They will run up to you and ask you the most inappropriate question. And you're like, what? As an adult, you, of course, would, you know, censor yourself or have some sort of filter, but children don't have that, you know? Spirit is urging you to almost be like this child, all right? Some of you guys are like this child, asking too many questions potentially, and that could be getting in your way because you want to know everything. You want to see everything. You want all of this information, and some of you guys, I'm hearing you're doing information overload. So some of you guys could be watching a gabillion different tarot readings because you want the answer to something. You want to know something, and so some of you guys are overly actively going out and being curious, and some of you guys need to narrow that down. Spirit is saying that, you know, you may need to, you know, not watch so many videos or ask as many questions, and you may need to just rely on the fact that you're protected and just go with the flow here. You know, some sort of peace here. Curate an environment of peace and tranquility by embracing Zen energy. In moments of chaos, meditation can be used to obtain clarity, relaxation, and insight. This state of mind can be achieved by blocking out low vibrations. Right. So some of you guys are in a space of feeling like chaos, and it could be in regards to relationship or romance because you want all of the answers. Meditate. Stop watching so many different readers. Maybe stop spying on this person. Some of you guys are definitely keeping a close eye on somebody here, and what you're seeing is fogging your view of what you should actually be doing, all right? And you're experiencing this because you may be you may have your eye on something or someone, and you're too afraid to just approach it head on. So before you approach it head on, you want to know every aspect of this project, of this person. So you're studying it. You're keeping your eye on it because you don't want to risk rejection here. You're afraid of opening yourself up and not getting something back in return. And that could be because in the past, you trusted too many tricky people. In the past, you trusted too many people who are deceptive here. So now you may have an opportunity in front of you that, you know, you may be really curious about, but you're tiptoeing into it extremely, extremely slowly. I'm hearing for some of you guys, maybe too slowly. Spirit is saying calm down, relax, meditate, and go with the flow. Follow your intuition. Your spirit guides are here and they're protecting you. So if you're here and you're on this journey, it's because you're supposed to be on this journey. If this isn't an everlasting road for you, guess what? Your spirit and angel guides are going to take you off of that path and make sure that you're on the path you need to be on. But you need to experience this here. Some of you guys may feel like somebody is playing games with you, or you want to avoid somebody playing games with you, or in the past people played games with you. So this has affected how you feel now, you know? So the reason you're experiencing this is key to intimacy. Intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not, okay? So in the past, I feel like you guys have given yourselves to the point that you were giving so much to try and keep a person who already wasn't that interested, all right? And so because you poured out so much intimacy in that past, now in the present, I feel like a lot of you guys are having a hard time really trusting your intuition and trusting your heart here because you're afraid that you're going to pour it all out and it not be accepted or appreciated again the way it was in the past, right? But you need to grow this relationship closer to yourself, all right? And you need to learn that in the past, that wasn't really love, you know? You need to understand that you were giving yourself to a situation that wasn't supposed to teach you love. It was supposed to be teaching you what love is not. So now that you saw what love is not, when you're going into your new situations, you can go at it with your eyes open and you can look out for those red flags that show you, oh, this is not love. I remember this. I experienced this in the past. This isn't it. This isn't what love feels like. But I feel like a lot of you guys are kind of scaring yourself away from it. You're either asking too many questions or you're watching too many readings that's telling you too many bad things. And it's scaring you away from being intimate again with somebody who you may really want to be intimate with. All right? Because what do we know? You know that you guys underneath the core, I'm hearing underneath the core, you guys are really sensitive. You're really in tune with your feelings, but on the surface, I feel like you don't show it, right? Look at this girl. Like, she looks vulnerable. She looks like she's trying to also avoid being vulnerable. And I feel like this is a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are in this space where you actually are heart wide open. You're feeling super vulnerable. And because you recognize that you're feeling vulnerable, you want to pull it back. You don't want to be feeling this way. You want to have control over it, right? Because you're still allowing things from the past to affect you opening up. if you guys know anything about like body language, critical discourse, whatever, if you look at this woman, she's bent over, like she's hunched over. That's a stance that most people have when they're afraid of being emotionally vulnerable. I learned that in my critical discourse class a little while back. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys watching this video right now may tend to hunch over like this. Some of you guys may have posture issues, or, you know, when you get uncomfortable, you may notice that you're hunching over a bit. And it's a non-verbal way of communicating that you don't want to let people too close to your heart, right? You are too afraid to let people get in too close. That's a non-verbal communicative factor, all right? But look at all of this beauty that's surrounding her. Like, this literally just feels like peace and tranquility surrounding her. But she's afraid to just open up to it and let it go, because who knows what's in this rainforest with her, right? Who knows what else is out there? So she's afraid to open up a bit, right? But you know you need to open up. You know that without being vulnerable, you're not going to experience the full extent of intimacy that you want to experience with somebody here, okay? And what do you need to do? You guys need to empty all of that old baggage out. Take it and dump it in the trash. Dump it in the garbage, okay? It says the ending and beginning lie at either side of the same door. So what does that mean? You could stay in this space of being too afraid. You can stay in this space of being hesitant. You can stay in this space of asking too many questions. Is this for me, God? Is this it? Is this it? Let me watch this reading to see if this is for me. Let me watch this one to see if this is for me. All right? But until you go with the flow and trust your intuition, you're going to keep being confused. Until you let go of the deception from the past, you're going to keep being afraid of opening up and being vulnerable to something that could potentially actually have your best interest at heart. And honestly, this is a really big air sign thing. With you guys being an air sign here, Aquarius, we know air signs usually have a really hard time trying to internalize their emotions and express them. And it's really looking like you guys are really having a hard time doing just that. And it's because Spirit is saying to purge and let go of the past. When we say purge, what do we mean by that? Cry, all right? Address the past and dive in head first. Just straight up address that bad boy. If it's some pain from the past and you're like, no, I don't want to address it, because you know deep down you're going to start crying. Oh, wow. Get over it. Cry. Go into your bedroom, cry in the shower where no one else can see you or hear you, and just let the waterfall run over your face and your eyes and just cleanse you. You know, watch your most favorite, most saddest movies to, you know, make you feel better. Sometimes you need to sit in that hurt. You need to sit in that pain and dive into it head first to get out of it. You know, you can't act like it didn't exist. You can't act like it's not there, because if you keep trying to not address it, you're going to keep being afraid of intimacy. All right. And it's going to keep you from opening up to something that is really for you. All right. Now, you guys are at the precipice of a new beginning, but you guys are still looking at the old stuff that happened to you. You're still looking at the old things that the person in the past did to you. All right. Spirit is saying, let it go. Look at this lady. She looks so defeated and just done. Look at all of the darkness behind her. Leave it behind you, you know? Empty all of that. Like the recycling bin, hit the little recycling bin button and just trash it. Trash it all. All right, let's see what else we have here for you guys. Okay, Spirit, we have this to correlate with the cards on the table already for our Aquarius. Please, Spirit, God, show me what cards we have here. Give me this. All right, what else do we have here, Spirit? Aquarius. Yep. Wow. Oh, didn't even know it's 3 cards. Okay. So yeah, you guys spend a lot of time overthinking. You guys want to move forward. You guys may even have a certain person in mind who you may want to move forward with. It may be somebody completely new, but I think you guys may be holding yourself back and really taking your time because you're overthinking. You guys are stalling here. Like I said, some of you guys are asking way too many questions. You're thinking too much about the what ifs and the outcome instead of just doing it, you know? Some of you guys are terrified, like literally, like I'm hearing you guys are so terrified of being intimate here. You're like, I just told the Sagittarius, I said, look, I'd rather an oh well versus a what if. All right. And what that means is you went after something that you knew you wanted and it didn't work out how you wanted. So you said, oh well. All right, the next thing is for me. Maybe this wasn't for me. All right, as opposed to not doing it ever and always wondering, what if I had did it and it worked out? What if I had tried it and it happened in my favor? Some of you guys are being too afraid of taking that what if. You're thinking about it too much and you're trying to get an answer to a question before you actually experience it. You're waiting for God or the universe to tell you, yes, this is it for you. This is it. Instead of just experiencing it and taking that risk. All right. It's time for you guys to let go of this fear of vulnerability. It's time, I heard, for some of you guys to come out the closet. So for somebody here, this could definitely be somebody needing to come out about sexuality. But, you know, once you let go of all of the pain in the past that was hindering you from outwardly and openly accepting your emotions for yourself and for the people around you, once you let that go, things are going to start pouring in for you quickly. Blessings are going to start coming in left and right. The things that you desire are going to start to manifest for you and come into your life here. All right. But I'm seeing that there's a lot of baggage that you need to let go of. There's a lot of stuff from the past that you need to start to strip away and stop telling yourself that's a part of your identity, because it's not. It's a part of your past that was on a path that led you to where you are now to get you to a better space, you know? Yeah. Some of you guys are really struggling with it. But be like a little kid and just go with the flow. You don't know what's going to happen until you get there, right? Ooh, let's see. Let's see what advice we have here. Let's see what advice we have here. Our Aquarius spirit. Give me some advice for our Aquarius and their soul diving reading. Intimacy. Oh, look forward. And wow, look what came out on top of it. Admit your what? Admit your vulnerabilities, Aquarius. All right? Look forward. Have faith. See, I told you guys, you're afraid to take a risk here because you're thinking too much about what the past did to you. Make those necessary sacrifices and cut all of that out. It's time to cut all of that out. See, be open, rejuvenate. Some of you guys need to take some time to yourself, you know, pump yourself up. Tell yourself that you are that bee. I'm the baddest. Yes, you are the baddest. Male and female, the baddest, all right? Or however else you identify yourself as. I'm so sorry. I don't know all the labels, but you are the baddest, okay? And last but not least, be open to love, Sag. Sag, oh my God. Aquarius, somebody here is messing with a Sag. I'm so sorry. But, or you can have really heavy Sag placements, but be open to love, Aquarius. That is the advice. So I hope this was helpful. All right. You can release, relax, take a few deep breaths. All right. Comment below if you want to win this giveaway. All right. Peace, love, chicken grease. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Love you all.